Hey, welcome back to the Money Tip. I'm Kirk. I'm gonna give you 7 tips on how to raise your credit score fast. Tip number 1, if you don't have credit or if you have a low credit score, get a secured credit card. All right, what you do with a secured credit card is you deposit your balance up front. Say if you have a credit limit of $2,500, you'll put down that $2,500 up front, and then you'll use your card like a credit card. All right, so this helps you build a credit history if you don't have any credit, and if you have poor credit, this will help raise your credit score. But if you have a poor credit score, I'm going to give you 6 more tips on how to raise your credit fast. Tip number 2, pay down your credit card balances. All right, the key to paying down your credit card balances, you want to have a low credit utilization. What I mean by that is you don't want to use no more than 30% of your credit limit. All right, so people with high credit scores, they use 7% or less than their credit limit. So having a credit utilization of 7% or less, that's the goal. All right, pay down your credit card. And if you have to, you can make multiple payments on your credit card throughout the month. It doesn't have to be just once a month. You can make multiple payments throughout the month to pay off your credit card, to pay down your credit card. Tip number 3, pay down revolving debt. All right, that goes for your mortgage, your car payment, furniture bill, what have you. All right, don't pay the minimum, pay more than the minimum. All right, you want to pay down your revolving debt. That increases your credit score as well. Tip number 4, dispute credit report errors. All right, take a look at your credit reports from all 3 bureaus, and whatever doesn't look right, you need to dispute it. I'm talking about things you've got paid off and it's still on your credit report. Some things that are more than 7 years old, that can come off, certain things. Also, what else? Accounts that's been opened in your name that you have no idea about, you need to dispute that as well. Or it could be something as simple as the amount of debt that you owe. You can dispute that as well. Now, if you have on your credit report, you have things that are legit, that's debt that you haven't been making payments on, you need to catch up with those payments, and make it happen to increase your credit score. Tip number 5, become an authorized user. What I mean by that is, if you know someone, a friend or relative, someone that's very close to you, and they have a high credit limit on their credit card, and they make their payments on time every month, you might want to ask them to make you an authorized user on their credit card. That way, the issuer will automatically report your new account to the credit bureaus. That will help you out tremendously. It will raise your credit score higher than it was before. Tip number 6, I shouldn't have to tell you this, but pay your bills on time. I know sometimes it can be challenging, things come up and you have to make a decision, but if you want to raise your credit score faster, pay your bills on time. All right, because if you can't pay during the scheduled payment date, at least pay it within 29 days. Because after 29 days, it can be reported to all 3 credit bureaus. So really you want to pay it well before those 29 days. You want to pay them on time. If not, no more than 29 days, you want to pay your debt, pay your bill. Tip number 7, ask for a higher credit card limit. All right, if you have a credit card, ask for a higher limit. All right, I would do this if you have an increase of income and or you have a more positive credit history, like you've been paying your bills on time and paying down debt. You might want to ask for a higher credit card limit. This is beneficial if you just have the limit and you do not use it. The benefit of not spending more money with a higher credit card limit is you'll have a lower credit utilization. So if your credit utilization was at, let's say 15%, having a higher credit limit might drop it down to 7%, which increases your credit score. So, ask for a higher credit limit, but don't go spend that extra money. All right, so those are the 7 tips on how to raise your credit score fast. All right, till next video, peace.